For everything, there's a season. And as I started the call, I was talking about the flows of life and the different seasons we go through. We go through a valley, we go through a mountain experience, and we have to understand what to do in each one of those seasons and what to take out of each season that we're in, and know that some of the seasons come to develop us, some of the seasons come to make us better, even though you feel like I'm in a bad place, but it doesn't last always. If every time we're in a bad season or we're in a place in our life where we don't understand, we figure out the lesson that God is teaching us in each one of those seasons, we'll become better. We will become better. We'll continue to grow, and we'll continue to develop. When we step into these different seasons, we have to understand what is it that we need to learn. Sometimes we don't know until the season is over. You will not understand in the season, and after the season, and even few seasons later in your life, you will say, "Oh, that's what that was. Oh, that what this was." So everything has is come to develop us. um he says pursue ideas. This is something we talk about all the time. If we can solve a big problem, if we can pursue ideas, we can become wealthy. We don't have to chase the money, we don't have to chase the things. But if we solve a big problem, like, if you know any of us on this call, or any of us that leads this call, we're in the financial space. There's such a need for financial education in this country. So we're solving a big need that people don't talk about, but they need to talk about. So many people are sitting in a bad place financially, and they don't talk about it. So having that idea, whoever came up with it, we're now developing it in our own way, building our businesses. We are pursuing that idea of helping people to get better with their money. So he said, one thing he said, when you solve a big problem, you will make the money. There, if you come up with an idea, if you think of something that that solves a big problem, as somebody in the medical field, if you come up with something that so many people that are sick needs, whoever invented the walker, I can use that as an example, or anybody that invented the scooter, they know they're going to be older people that needs it, or even people that get injured that needs to get around. The person that invented the wheelchair, they solved a big problem. So coming up with ideas will always give you resource. It will give you the money that you need. So coming up with those ideas, if you have an idea that you've been thinking of, launch it, do it, step out on it. Don't be afraid, because if you know that it solves a need, do it. Just figure out how to develop it and go after it. Don't be afraid. So many people go to the grave with ideas in their head. They go back, without developing the ideas that God has put into their head. So never think that your idea or your thought is something that is bad. If you know that it solves a need, go ahead and develop it. Find the right people, find the right thing, and develop that idea. The other thing he said, create your own work. It's pretty much the same thing. You're creating your own work when you develop your idea. You're creating your own atmosphere. And now you don't have to step on a job every day. I made a video the other day for anybody that follow me on my social. I made a video the other day because I was home for 2 years and didn't have to work on anybody's job because of something that happened. And I returned to the job scene, and I've been working part-time. So I took a part-time position thinking, okay, I will control my time and I can go in when I want and still do my business that I have. But when I went back, I realized that no, you don't, not even as a part-time employee, you control your time. You don't control it. They still make my schedule. They still tell me when to be at work. So if you want to be in full control of your time, you have to develop something outside of the job that will get you out of the job. And I mentioned it in my video, and I called it a modern day slave ship. If you guys want to go and watch, I said it's the modern day slave ship, because now you're enslaved to the job. You're enslaved to go in there at a certain time. You're enslaved to taking the break when they say. You're enslaved to taking the vacation, and you want freedom of time, because our time is something that we'll never get back. We'll never get our time back. It is so valuable, the time we spend with our kids. I have an athlete child. She's an acrobatic gymnast, and we travel a lot. For the last 2 years, we've been traveling. We go into Portugal next month. We just finished state championship, which thank God was local. But I do so much with her that I need my time freedom. I don't want to miss that time with her. I don't want to miss the person that she's becoming as an athlete. So I have to control. So the business that I have created, I am in, I'm making sure that I'm pursuing it. I'm making sure that I'm doing what I need to do to make sure that it allows me not to ever want to even work part-time for somebody else. I control my own time. So you have to create your own work, and you have to work at it. Even on the days when you don't feel like getting up and do it, get up and do it. Even on the days where you don't feel like moving, move anyway, because this is what is going to give you your freedom. Freedom is important. He said, create a positive change that affects everything. Create positivity around you. Create a change. Be the person that create the change. Be the person that is always positive. One thing I've seen going back into the workplace is that people are negative. They're tired. They're frustrated. They don't like being on the job because it's not their dream. It's not their dream they're pursuing. It's somebody else's dream. He said that. He said you're pursuing somebody else's dream when you go on a job, and people are frustrated because they're in a place that they don't want to be. So if you're one of those person, I'm encouraging you as you come on this morning mindset to continue to develop your mind, continue to unlearn and relearn the things that will uplift you, the things of value, the things that will change you. It's the hardest thing for us to do when we've been indoctrinated with things that doesn't serve us and doesn't serve our purpose and doesn't serve the person that we're becoming. Working on the job might not be serving your purpose. It might not be serving what you're called to do. And you want to continue to develop. He said he developed himself for 5 years. Going to college might have not been, for some people a development, but for him, he said, pursuing those things made him better. He was pursuing himself. He was developing himself while his friends went out and they were chasing money and they went to get the money. He went to college to develop himself. Whatever he found, it allowed him now to be in a better place. College might not be the place that develop your thing. It might be getting on a call like this. It might be getting in a community like this. We want to build this call. Our goal is to get 100 people on this call. So continue to invite people. Continue to get on yourself. You just might need a community to develop you. You might not need a college campus. You might not need a professor, but you need a community of like-minded people that are able to develop your mindset, to change the way you look at life, the way you think about life, the way you think about anything. Becoming a person of value. That's what he said. Become a person of value. So somebody values you. When they step into your space, they value who you are. They value the information that you give to them. They value the things that you say to them. Be that person of value. Be that person of integrity. Be that person that when people step into your environment, they feel a shift. Or when you step into their environment, they feel the shift. Whichever way it is, be that person of value. Don't ever let go of your value just to fit in, just to be the person that everybody sees. You don't need to be seen. You just need your presence in that place. Be that person of value today. Be encouraged today to continue to move, to continue to develop yourself, to continue to push through your hard seasons, to continue to push even when you don't see the results. That is my word for you this morning. Thank you all for getting on. Remember to continue to share this morning mindset so we can grow it, so we can get people into a better place in their mind, because people are struggling in their mind this morning. God bless you all this morning. Have an awesome day. That's my take. Have an awesome day. We'll see you next time.